I just love flowers. Drawing them, sketching them, painting them. So be prepared. This video is dedicated to my love for flowers and explains why this love single-handedly saves my creativity every time I'm about to fall into art block. So let's start right away. Why even flowers, you might think? Well, it's actually not that complicated. They are easy to draw, they are cute, they always look good, no matter how shaky and wobbly my lines are. There's such a variety of different species of flowers to choose from, so I will never get bored even though I'm basically drawing the same thing every day. And the reasons go on and on and on. But the most important part is, I love them. Flowers make me happy, they really do. Whenever I look at them, care for them, draw them, I just feel at peace. This might sound silly, but whenever I'm about to hit art block, I need this peace to calm my mind and push me in a new direction. So you might not be a crazy plant lady like I am, but there must be something that you are crazy about that is easy and very rewarding to draw for you. Don't just draw flowers even though they mean nothing to you, just because I draw them. Find your own flowers. Draw something you love simply because you love it. No matter if this is trendy or interesting or childish. If you can only reconnect to this very essence of your creativity, a lot of things fall into place again. That's how I ended up sketching for multiple hours, drawing over 20 different flowers, filling a whole sketchbook page and falling in love with art again. But wait, aren't you always talking about progressing and evolving in your art journey? Isn't going back to the comfortable a step backwards? In my opinion, no. Let me explain. We all have some things we love to draw. Flowers in my case. This is called our comfort zone. And it's called like this for a reason. Here only happen the fun and easy things. The things that give us energy, that reinforce the urge in our deepest self to create. That remember us why we are creating. This zone feels like playing. It's our safe space. It's the home for the little child in us that wants to make art. But if we want to learn something new, we need to leave the comfort zone and enter the learn zone. It's scary out there. We may never have tried this new thing and are afraid of not succeeding. Maybe we already tried a few times and failed. But this step is necessary, because every time we enter the learn zone and succeed and actually learn something new, our comfort zone expands a little bit, until what once looked scary is not scary at all anymore. But before this happens, we need to fail a lot of times. This will be frustrating. It's like trying to defeat a level 10 enemy with only your level 1 equipment. But the more you learn, the more you advance, the easier it will be, until one day you have collected enough experience to win. But to be able to make it, you have to first put in the work, and second, never forget why you are doing it. And even if you wrote, I love to create, with a big fat black adding over every sketchbook page you draw, to remind yourself of this very fact, there's nothing more reassuring than just proving to yourself that there are things that you're still good at by doing them. That even though you fail sometimes, you're still capable. Meaning, once in a while you need to draw something you feel comfortable with, just to remember yourself that there are still things that you are comfortable with, if that makes sense. That not all art is scary and frustrating. Some things are still fun and worth the frustration of learning. And even though the comfort zone has a bad reputation, I think that's the point. I think we need both to become happy artists. The comfort zone and the learn zone. And I think they can coexist in a harmonic balance to help and support you in your art journey. I recognize that my struggles in art oftentimes occurred the moment one of the two fell out of balance. If I only drew what I was comfortable with, I felt like I was cheating myself of my potential. Because after all, I know that I can do more than to only draw flowers all day long. And I actually want to be able to do more than just this. And not doing it demotivates me and makes me feel incapable to fulfill my dreams. And if I only draw what I'm uncomfortable with, I would quickly burn out and lose all my sense of direction. Not going back to my comfort zone to charge up my creative battery will always end in me just wandering around aimlessly, weakened and paralyzed, until I will get so frustrated that I will give up and not draw for weeks, if not months. So it's in our best interest to balance these, to keep creating fun and educational. Sounds so simple. And it really is. It is very simple, but it isn't easy. What I mean is, there are a lot of things in our way that can throw the two zones, the comfort and the learn zone, easily out of balance. Like our ego. It's often our ego that is in our way of a balanced life by giving importance to the unimportant. It tells us that drawing flowers all day is not interesting. It's not impressive, it's not trendy, and therefore not worth our time. The ego values the opinion of others and their needs more, prioritizing their point of view, which makes us nothing more than a puppet in the hands of others and the social expectations we think we have to meet. But the social standards they use to force us into obedience are not only unrealistic, they also have nothing to do with our own preferences. Society can't decide for you what's going to make you happy. You're the only person who defines your happiness. And you should be the only person who decides what you want to do in your art, or really in your life actually. If we value what others might think and like and prefer in our art, we neglect our own opinion for theirs, which makes art unenjoyable and the results inconsistent. This way we could never develop a consistent style or learn what makes our art unique and different. In the end, art is about sharing what is important to you with the world. Therefore, your art is special because of you. And everything that matters in the end is if we are happy with how we are doing things. So what's the takeaway? Getting back to the comfortable is the best thing we can do to skyrocket our creativity again if we feel burnt out and are about to fall into art block. But diversity and balance are as always key. Do that impressive and hard and scary thing if your creative batteries are all charged up to keep learning. But get back and recharge your battery once in a while with something easy, something fun to do, to remember yourself that you can still enjoy art, and it's not only about learning. Even though it's underwhelming and unimpressive, take a good advice from someone who learned it the hard way. It's not important what other people think. The only person that matters is you. And to choose something you love is the best choice you can make to create authentic art. It's a change that is seen and felt. Because after all, it's not important what we draw, but how we feel while drawing it. And as long as flowers make me happy, I will never stop drawing them. That's all that matters. As long as you feel fulfilled, as long as you love what you do, everything else will fall into place. And with these wise words, I thank you for making it this far into the video. If you liked it, please consider sharing it with someone who needs to hear this, save it for later, or just give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Don't miss my next video by subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching and listening, and until next time, keep drawing.
Me.